Alright guys, welcome back to another Moomoo portfolio update video. In this video, we have a pretty special video, right? Because we don't only have $1,000, we don't even have $2,000, but we have $3,000 to buy stocks with today, right? And how did we get $3,000, right? Because we only deposit $1,000 into this portfolio every month, right? So if we take a look at this, we bought American Eagles last month on 7th of August, and on the 9th of September, I actually sold all my American Eagle shares, right? So this money has actually been sitting idle for the past 22 days or something like that, right? And obviously, I would have done much better if I just invested, right? But I don't really mind because I'm doing this as educational as well as a profit kind of portfolio, right? So if you guys appreciate me sacrificing some of my portfolio returns just so I can make this video, do help me smash up the like button, right? If you can do that for me, I really appreciate it, right? So let's first look at the deposits, right? I made a small little spreadsheet here tracking all the deposits, right? You can see we started off with a 10,000 initial deposit in February, and now we're in October and we've just put in another $1,000, right? And the total sum invested is 17,000. So when you take a look at our portfolio, it's $23,800, right? So we have a healthy profit, right? So when we take a look at the portfolio returns, we can see our money weighted return is 51.15% with a cumulative profit of 6,600, right? And we are absolutely crushing any market indexes, right? You can see Hang Seng Index 18.76%, S&P is up 10% year, and this is all year to date, right? And then even the Nasdaq is only up 14%, and our portfolio is up 51%. So we're doing quite well in this portfolio. And just to learn a lesson from this portfolio, I'm not regretting how I allocated capital here. But we do have to take a look, right? When we sort something out, you can notice something, right? JD.com is actually the position I put the most capital into, right? But actually the returns are the lowest, right? With only a 2.58% return, right? So one thing I do find impressive is that all of our positions are green, right? So that's nothing to cry about. But when we take a look at JD.com, I actually put in $3,000, right? And the return is a measly $76, right? Compared to something like Celsius Holdings, where I only put in $1,000 and the returns are 1,200. So we can see sometimes our ideas that we have a lot of conviction in and we allocate a lot of capital in may not turn out to be the best ideas, right? So that's why I have some diversification in this portfolio, right? And also I'm going to start to try to lean into this when it comes to my main portfolio as well, right? And I'm honestly quite glad that I did this experiment with this Moomoo portfolio, right? First of all, I think it's a great activity to help out any beginner investors. But second of all, it has also taught me a lot of very valuable lessons, right? Like sometimes how to cut losses and how you can be more able and willing to cut losses if it's a smaller percentage of your portfolio. And as well as this is another lesson where you some of your best thought out ideas may not turn out to perform as well as you think, right? So now we have about $3,100 to go shopping with. And what are we buying today, right? So number one thing that I'm going to be buying is actually AMR, right? So AMR, for anyone that doesn't know, is Alpha Metallurgical Resources. And actually, I did drop an investment thesis inside my Discord, right? This is my free Discord, which I just use to communicate with some of the community members as well as some of my friends, right? So if anyone is interested, link is in the description, right? I don't charge anything. I just use it to communicate some of my ideas. So sometimes I'm not making the video until 2 to 3 weeks from now, but I do want people to have some access to some of my research and some information, right? So just sharing with the community once in a while, right? Adding alpha where I can. And it's also quite good because sometimes people give me some feedback that I wouldn't have thought of if I didn't share my investment thesis and investment ideas, right? So we're just going to buy 6 shares of AMR today, right? So you can see actually from our initial buy, AMR has actually gone up a lot, right? From 120, now we are buying it at 170, right? So some people might say, oh, don't you feel a bit sad or what that your dollar cost average is going to go up? But it doesn't matter, right? Because in this case, we have not enough exposure to AMR, in my opinion. So when we are buying more, I think this stock can go up another 2 to 3x, right? As I mentioned in the Discord, right, I do expect this stock to go up 3 to 5x over the upcoming years, right? And if that's the case, and I wrote this with the stock at like $170. So I'm probably making a detailed AMR analysis in the next coming weeks, right? So make sure to subscribe, right, if you want to catch that and if that might interest you. And the second thing that we're actually buying, right, is actually Adobe. And we're just going to put in a market order for this, right? Because I'm sure our $1,000 buy is not going to do much to Adobe stock, right? And this is another stock, obviously, I will do a detailed analysis on. And for the last name, actually, we are going to be buying something a little speculative, right? And the last stock that I want to buy today is actually MetaPlanet, right? But I'm actually not sure whether this platform will let me buy it, right? Yeah, I probably should have tested it before the video, but yeah, Moomoo is not going to let me buy MetaPlanet, right? Because it's a OTC stock, right? Yeah, so since I can't buy MetaPlanet stock, I'm just going to buy another 2 shares of Adobe and also buy whatever remainder money. I'm just gonna put it in Alpha Metallurgical Resources. Yeah, and since I don't really like having like fractional shares, I'm just gonna buy 1 share of AMR, and also the rest of the money, I think I'll just put it in JD.com, right, which I still feel is undervalued. So yeah, that concludes all the buys for today, right? You can see now we have $9 and our portfolio is sitting at $23,779, right? I think we lost a few dollars. I remember it was 23,900, right? But yeah, that's not going to bother me too much. I do really hope you guys enjoyed this Moomoo update video, right? Because I think it was quite special that we got to buy $3,000 worth of stock in a single day, and also some of the lessons in here might be quite useful for a lot of investors. Whether you're a beginner or maybe you're a more seasoned stock market investor, I think all the lessons in here were quite applicable, right? And after experimenting with this Moomoo portfolio, I did realize I actually learned a lot from this portfolio. So obviously I do learn a lot from my main portfolio, but I also did learn a lot from this what I would consider a learner's portfolio, more diversified and also more beginner friendly portfolio, which we only manage once a month, right? So yeah, that's about all I wanted to share today. If you did enjoy the video, do help me smash up the like button, hit subscribe, and also hit the bell button. So I hope to see you guys in another video. With that being said, have a fantastic day ahead and peace out.